Comic book fans and competitive players alike are buzzing with excitement since Marvel Rivals hit the scene. Because of the rising popularity of PvP and hero shooters, the iconic superheroes and supervillains of the billion-dollar franchise have thrown their tights into the ring with an all-new online third-person game. With how many hours players are putting into ranking up and earning new rewards, some of you might be looking for a break, maybe even a new distraction, until you're ready to get back into the action, that is. So, whether you're seeking another competing multiplayer game or craving more Marvel, this list has plenty of fun to offer. If it's only a single-player experience you're after or a video game that focuses on one of the biggest comic book heroes, you can't go wrong with Marvel's Spider-Man. Rated as the best game to feature the Red Wall Crawler, everything a Marvel fan could ask for can be found here. The gameplay is a triumph of action and exploration as you're swinging across New York stopping crimes and protecting citizens from the worst villains in Spider-Man's rogues gallery. The story is a masterpiece that feels like it could have been part of the MCU, and given the whole multiverse thing they got going, it's probably canon. Even better, you have a wide selection of costumes to pick from, each with its own bonus effects. Online gaming is fun, but if it's only Marvel gaming you're after, this gem is an absolute must-play. It's an evolving looter-shooter set in an expanding sci-fi universe with legions of players across multiple platforms. It's earned acclaim as one of the greatest online FPS shooters of all time. It's Destiny 2. Brought to players by Bungie, the very minds behind the original Halo series. Like other online games, Destiny 2 has competitive game mods like Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, etc. However, it also includes a cinematic story where you and the Guardians must fight to protect humanity from vile extraterrestrial threats and the impending threat known as the Darkness. Wield the power of light by playing as a Titan, a Warlock, or a Hunter, and fly in your own spaceship across the stars to safeguard the last secure city on Earth. When players think of online competitive action, they think of Team Fortress 2. Though the game only features a total of 9 characters to choose from, they're all you'll need. Every playable class is tuned to the character's personality, weapon, and appearance. Mow down foes as the strong but slow heavy. Sprint across the arena with the quick but weak scout. Play around with whichever meets your playstyle. When you've found the one that suits you best, begin tweaking your favorite character with the immense variety of collectibles found throughout the game, with more being added with every new update. Despite being released way back in 2007, the community has been going strong to this day. Looking for some classic good guys versus bad guys team combat? Look no further. The titans of the FPS genre known as Valve have the perfect multiplayer game Counter-Strike 2. It's terrorists versus counter-terrorists. Plant the bomb or defuse it. Control the hostage or save them. Jump into an all-out war and fight until only one player remains. Featuring over a dozen weapons with customizable skins, you decide your loadout for every match. Play for fun or rank up in competitive gaming. If you've never played before, there's no better time to start than now, as Counter-Strike 2 is standing tall with over 1 million concurrent players online. In a game that feels like Marvel meets Mass Effect comes an action-adventure spanning multiple worlds. In Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, you play as Star-Lord, leading your team of misfits on a quest to make money. Until your actions somehow cause a cataclysmic event that could spell doom for the whole galaxy. While the shooting is fun, the combat is made better through the various combos you can perform with your teammates. Yet the best mechanic is the huddle system, where Star-Lord activates his trademark cassette player and fills the battle with his mixtape of classic tunes from the 80s. Outside of combat, you'll enjoy the interactions with the various locations and characters you come across, each one hilarious and chock full of references for comic lovers. Between all of this is an amazing story that'll melt your heart before reforging it with the power of classic rock. Itching for Marvel action? Though Marvel's Midnight Suns focuses more on turn-based combat mixed with RPG elements, it'll scratch that itch. Take on the role of the Hunter, a character whose appearance can be completely customized, as it falls on you to build a team of Marvel heroes to save the world from a supernatural threat. Boasting over a dozen incredible heroes to choose from, each character relies on a card-based system to summon their range of abilities, which can be modified or upgraded for each mission. When you're not fighting to stop the end of the world, you'll be hanging out with your team of heroes and strengthening your bonds. All this and more from the same studio that developed the XCOM games. A lot of players probably saw this one coming. After all, many are claiming that Marvel Rivals bears some similarities to this original by Blizzard Entertainment. Whether or not you agree with those sentiments, if you got a lot of fun out of Marvel Rivals, then Overwatch 2 will satisfy you too. From the FPS franchise that forever changed competitive hero shooters, choose from dozens of playable characters that are divided between 3 classes: support, damage, and tank. Even after its launch, content continues to be added with each season release, which features more maps, new characters, and alternative cosmetics. Recommended for those who love playing online with friends. In the beginning, there was the paper and pencil game Battleship, and then there was World of Warships. If you tire of competitive online video games about wacky fighters but still want one that will make you feel powerful, this game might be more your speed. You take control of your own range of naval ships. Straight out of the 20th century, these range from small but covert destroyers to enormous battleships. The more you level up and win, the more variety you'll unlock as you upgrade and design whichever ship you want and modify it to your playstyle. It's not recommended for those who easily get seasick. If you're hankering for some more PvP gaming with unique fighters to play with, Apex Legends might be the one for you. Standing with a roster of over 26 playable characters, this game is brought to players by Respawn Entertainment, the same studio behind the Titanfall and Star Wars Jedi games. Featuring some of the most satisfying gunplay around, every character is armed with a set of exceptional abilities to wield in every match. And if you tire of the traditional control point captures and team deathmatches, Apex Legends also includes a battle royale mode. On top of all that, you can try the game out whenever you want because it's free to play. Bearing the logo of famed American novelist Tom Clancy comes one of the greatest team-based shooters of the franchise, Rainbow Six Siege. Want a video game that feels like it has punch as you're blasting away in a fully destructible environment? Then this one will be a treat. Shoot through walls, blast open doors, jump through windows, do whatever it takes to complete the objective. Teams are broken up between defenders and attackers. As defenders, you set up traps and perimeters to lure the opposing team into a kill zone. As attackers, it's up to you to break in and take out the other team. Each side comes equipped with a multitude of gadgets to tip the odds in their favor. Just remember, this isn't running and gunning like in Call of Duty. Unless you're wearing the right equipment, a few hits and you're down. So, think tactically.